Most of the time, a press release about a new office is, well, it's just about a new office. But every now and then, it's a clue that points to a much bigger, much smarter strategy. And today, we're going to break down a perfect example of when it's so much more.
Okay, so here's the headline, right? Fingular, a fintech group based in Singapore, has just set up a new operational hub over in Kuala Lumpur. Sounds simple enough, but trust me, that's just where our story begins.
So, why is this such a big deal? Well, because this move goes way beyond just, grabbing more real estate. It's actually a blueprint for how to build a global company in today's world. And it really makes you question what a company's most important asset truly is.
All right, let's get into the specifics. This new hub is all about Fingular planting a stronger flag in Southeast Asia. It's a really key piece of their bigger puzzle to build this globally connected fintech platform. But here's where it gets really interesting. This isn't your typical run-of-the-mill office space. Think of it more like a collaborative hub. It's not just for the Malaysian team. Nope. It's designed for employees from their entire global network to drop in for projects, whether it's for a few days or a few months. And this really highlights a huge shift in thinking. The old way of doing things, you'd have these isolated offices, totally siloed, staffed only by locals. But what Fingular is doing is completely different. Their model is all about creating a flexible, fluid base camp. It's built for global teams to mix and collaborate across borders. It's a physical space that's actually designed for the way we work now. Okay, but this physical hub, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. What it's really telling us is what Fingular is all about at its core. They're not just trying to scale their market share, they're trying to scale their culture. And you don't have to take my word for it. The founder and CEO, Maxim Chernoshenko, he puts it perfectly. He says this isn't about just planting flags on a map. It's about building a vibe, an environment where everyone feels connected and inspired, no matter where they're logging in from. These hubs are basically the launchpads for building and scaling their products. And look, this isn't some one-off idea. They've got their main HQ in Singapore, another team hub in Serbia, so this new spot in Malaysia fits right into a deliberate pattern. The whole philosophy is to embed teams on the ground in every market. Why? So they can really get the local culture, understand how users think, and navigate all the tricky regulations. For a fintech at emerging markets, that's a massive, massive advantage. Okay, so you might be thinking, that's a nice philosophy, but how does it actually help them win in such a crowded market? Well, it all boils down to two things: speed and adaptation. Get this, 3 months. That is all it takes for them to roll out their entire tech stack and go live in a brand new country. In the fintech world, that kind of speed is a total game changer. And they're not just launching one little thing. We're talking a full suite of digital financial products, from consumer financing to investments and savings. This agility lets them parachute into these under-penetrated markets across Asia, places like Indonesia, Malaysia, and India, and bring really essential financial tools to a whole new set of users, fast. So let's zoom out. What does this whole strategy, this blend of a people-first culture and super-fast, localized launches, really tell us about where fintech competition is headed? Well, it suggests that the whole idea of what a company's assets are is being completely redefined. It's not just about the old-school stuff anymore, having the most capital or the fanciest tech. More and more, winning is about these new strategic assets: having a solid talent infrastructure, truly immersing yourself in the local market, and creating a cohesive culture that works across borders. So, in the end, Fingular's new hub in Malaysia is way more than just an office. It's a statement. It leaves us with this big question. In this new era of global business, maybe the ultimate competitive edge isn't what you build, but the smart, human-focused, and culturally tuned system you design to build it.